Hello, YouTube. We have two more LCS VoD reviews to get through. One is today. The other one is finals tomorrow, as we saw TLC take down C9 3-0. So they got L9'd. And I said TLC. Team Liquid. I'm habit of Challengers League caster. Anyway, I can't get the throws right. No, I can't be a Challengers League or a pro caster, guys. Especially I'm messing up these guys for the Challengers League team. TL played quite well today. So I'm streaming. You guys know the drill. I'm going to treat this like a stream. If you are interested in hopping in, I'm on twitch.tv/CubbyXX. Throw stuff in the chat. I talk with everyone that's in here. At least try my best to. And go to the tape and see what's up. So let's hop in. Okay. First pick Kalista. Well, I'm very biased against first pick Kalista because I think that you can take a lot of things to outrange it. And would you look at this? I don't think Kalista has any fun at all against the first four champions I see picked here for TL. Sante, not too much fun either. There's a lot of ways to deal with Kalista. So, I mean, we're going to slam Kalista Renata, and then we're going to buy space with Orianna. There is so much range here to play against this. I really like the start of the draft for TL. Because, like, this is going to slow in space, this is going to slow in space, and this is going to slow in space. And I believe that Varus went for the lethality build this game, which I think is correct. Because you can play to just not auto and make sure you poke these guys out. That being said, it's a rather strong front line. They'll be very vulnerable to this if they get going, but they can take some MR. We have a scaling Jax in the jungle that is taken as a flex. And Impact wants to get out of the Renekton matchup. So they take the Cassante. I like this draft for TL. I'm a little bit... The only concern I would have is... I think the front line here can get MR and be in okay shape. It's not great for lane, but I think that if they get second item MR, you could have a spike where, like, later in the game, this kind of falls off a little bit. I mean, this is the game that Jax did pentakill, right? And Jax does scale like crazy. They lost this because of the Zyra pick. I mean, Zyra into this is really good. And you picked stuff that I don't think is that good in the Zyra. I think Renekton's kind of ass in the Zyra. So, yeah, I mean, TL, they do outrange. They have a way to play around with their engages. These guys can kind of play off it well. And also, I think Impact's Cassante is very, very good at peeling. It has been throughout playoffs. Oh, whoops. Why did I do that? I wanted to do this. I think C9, this might be hot. I don't know all the voices within C9. I think C9 is going to change top because Fudge didn't play good enough. And I think I would be surprised if Blabber and JoJo are playing together again next split. And I'll leave it at that. What's going on over here? I don't think it's that hot of a take. This team's comms, if you listen to it, they all want to talk. And I think they just need to narrow up the voices and get some people that will just play and follow. I guess that C9 will keep Blabber because JoJo has a huge contract and it's C9 Blabber. And we'll see if I'm right or not. But I don't know. Yeah, so APA does really like Ziggs and Orianna. It's definitely a matchup that he likes. And we get 3 camp top. And 2 camped mid. Alright, well, I mean, APA is going for the ward here. Blabber peels off his camp and kills him. Oh, this was scouted? Dude, why? This is bad. I don't think Fudge should die to this. Oh, like, he knows the jungler just wrapped up Krugs and is on that side, so his lane's just in a terrible spot. And Blabber's pathing away from him, so they just island Fudge. Okay, that hurts. It's a really good start for Impact. It's Cloth Ruby against Boots. Swapping APA and JoJo, both teams would be better. Dude, I hope APA was laughing at the import comment. He blew Flash. That does hurt pretty bad, blowing Flash there. I think that's the worst part about the death in the mid lane there for APA. Ziggs is... I mean, you can attack Ziggs again. Nice sidestep. Nice. Really well managed there, but I think APA played that gank out really well with Ziggs. Like, he dodged both Qs. Waited to throw his bomb. I mean, we've seen enough APA Ziggs. We know we can play this champion, but still, always fun to watch our players min-max mechanically. First Drake on time here for C9. It is the Poke Ferris build with a cleanse. Okay. So, core scouting with plant. They're playing really respectfully. Nice. Well done, TL. Well managed. I think this is a fine... This is an expected trade given the draft. I think this is where TL can start to like bounce back a little bit.
Timing could be great
in terms of bot lane. Hold on. Oh my god. Did he cookie? Okay. I was trying to see if he cookied. I think that you would want to build around JoJo, but I'm telling you guys that JoJo's contract is much bigger than Blabber's. I am with the chat. If I could build around one person in the LCS, it would still be JoJo. It's a nice prank. I don't know how the contract works. Depends. Oh my. I mean, that's kind of worth for APA. Like, obviously, there are 3 people in his lane, and he trades out kills. He does lose the wave. Fudge loses his wave as well. He does lose Flash, so, like, that puts a target on his head. Ziggs Flash is much more valuable than Renekton Flash. But Impact gets a plate off of it, and Fudge bases, so he misses 2 waves. Or a wave and a half. Oh, it's cannon wave. Okay, it's fine. Blabber scouted here and Umti's hovering. They get a cleanse and decent poke off. Nice. I mean, Blabber's getting starved here. Hold on. I gotta go back and look at Blabber's game real quick. I was so focused on lanes. Sorry. What happened here? So this was post mid gank. What? Sorry. Okay. Oh, Blabber warded. Oh, he double warded. Oh, I hate this. No. You don't need this ward. You know the Jax is going to be bot side. He took 3 camps, they scouted it out on red. So, like, for me, he wasted a lot of time there not farming. Yeah, Umti gets so far ahead off this. And he can't even contest bot crab. Wow. Yeah, I think that ward actually really hurt Blabber's game. Like, for me, I can infer that Jax is going to be on that side of the map. That ward doesn't have any value to me. Like, you saw the 3 camps that Jax took. He's top lane with 12 CS and a red buff, and he was spotted doing red buff second. You know exactly what his game is. So I think that, like, he got info that the team already had, and then he deploys on this side of the map to do Drake, which is fine. You're Callista. But the grubs are more valuable for Jax, right? Just, like, as the individual, that's fine. But because of this delay, like, again, Blabber's rotated out less. He's not level 5 yet. And then he goes back topside. So his clear just ends up being a little bit inefficient all across the board, you know? And then he's going to come help his boy top. Yeah, well done, Impact. I mean, then Umti gets to eat. Sorry. I was watching lanes a lot. I wasn't really watching jungle here. And he crosses. Wow. I mean, this is really good from Umti. I don't... So, like, what happened top lane or early in this game, like, Impact is up a ton in terms of items and the power that he has in his inventory. And he's kind of able to match Renekton, who should be a lot weaker at this point. He threatens a Fudge solo kill. Fudge has to call jungle to base. Now Umti is going to go split the map. Just in case, like, you know, for whatever reason, Blabber walked into the top side, which he can't. So his top laner was back in base. But he got camps and then got to go split the map. So he's up. And now we have the run from Fudge is good, right? I guess a 1-for-1. It ends up being a little bit worth for TL as we go back to all chat. But Umti's game, like, from this point, it's so much better. He has, like, this is where I paused. It was like, wait, what happened with Blabber's game, right? We just didn't, like, we weren't farming hard enough on Maokai. I feel like that first ward he dropped was pretty inefficient. Like, you're playing for info that, like, you know that you're going to have, right? That ward doesn't need to be that deep. And you can't contest it. So, like, you're not really being useful up there. Nice flash from Yon. Yeah, so another wasted gank. Umti comes down to answer. And they didn't really get enough from that, so... 3 health kill from APA was nuts, yeah. I mean, Jojo was dead either way when he flashes in there. He's just trying to trade 1-for-1. Oh my god. I mean, C9. We should give these grubs. So they're really trying to stop the 5 grub. I think Fudge's play would cost him some games. It's not a terrible game for Olaf in game 3, but I really hate his Olaf build. What the fuck? This is good from Jojo. This is actually really good from Jojo. Wait. Hang on, I need to see Blabber's game again. See, this is why I don't think the C9 should take these. I think that Jojo's TP here, like, yes, his bot laner died, but he catches a big wave. And this is actually, like, the one timer, given that Yon's basing, where C9 can actually look for the dragon. But because we so heavily contested 4 grubs, Blabber is now recalling. And so Blabber's late to this play. And if you're late, you can't start. It would kind of enable TL to poke if they were able to. Okay, they're still gonna get it. Okay. This ended up being fine. I think that given yawn base, they're still okay. Yeah, I guess TP is answered by APA, and then we kind of just get to the lanes. Okay. Okay. It's still a little bit tricky, though. Like, you're here at a similar time. They're going to give. Okay. Okay. That ends up being fine for C9. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. I think that TP bot from JoJo was really good, and I kind of opened up this timer. I was a little bit worried because Spire would be late, but let me return the chat real quick. Berserker need the flash chins, yes. On CD, on Berserker and Cleanse was back up. Yep, that's smart. I mean, just trading cooldowns, right? One's more valuable than the other. I also hate Kalista first pick. I think that Kalista... Like, Kalista's very vulnerable to range, and TL drafted hard range their first 3 picks. I don't really know the value that Renata brings this game. They weren't willing to go for a different pairing. That's nice. Let's burn for this. Anything? Okay, Blabber Flash. Good flash. Good play. It's the difficulties of playing squish support. I will say Merc's value, pretty good this game. That is actually one slight concern that I would have if I was TL with this draft, is that I think Mercs are very valuable. Olaf Evolution Nami seems ass. I'll explain why I like it when we get to that game. I pretty much, if I need to like boilerplate it down, or boilerplate it down, I think that Lucian Nami, you're able to get mid prio like very easily. And Olaf, if you're able to get side lane prio, you use that to clear the wave fast, and then you fog mid. And then you always threaten that you have numbers. And you can see people responding on sides, so it enables the Lucian Nami to actually play up. And your mid game ends up looking really good. But Fudge like completely botched the lane phase. Yes, yeah, Kalista first pick got abused. And I will say that Yawn and Core are very comfortable in these Kalista Varus matchups. I think they can play each side decently well. It seems to be like what they're very comfortable into. Nice angle here. This is really good from TL. I can't even like really blame JoJo on this one. Like Blabber's hovering him in the side lane. It's just a really, really nice angle from him too. And JoJo, he burns flash there and he still gets beat down. I don't think Fudge should TP here. I think Fudge should have stayed. Fudge could have traded out a turret here. And I think that like, again, I don't even want to blame Fudge for this. I think that Fudge being so quick to TP to his team, for me, shows an inherent problem with C9 and a lack of faith that Fudge has in his team to like not have random shit happen. Like for me, once JoJo goes down, that top turret should be traded out. We are opting to TP into a side where we are down numbers and already down power. So we just completely give up any tempo that we have on the top side. I think that's a really poor TP for Fudge. Subby to Cubby. Oh, thanks, Tim. Good to see you, buddy. Shout out to Miami University, Ohio alum, Crazy Legs 722, as well as Hatham, a part of the stats team for TL. This win today. Yeah, like, I mean, we're just in a really weird map state now, where the Callista went top to kind of clean up the turret, because Fudge should have cleaned it up when the Dragon was taken. And now Fudge is stuck down here. So C9 is just losing harder. Oh, okay. Huh! Well, we overreached the tempo a little bit. Really nice ult here from Vulcan. I don't think Impact was able to get that second W off. And it was chained nicely with Fudge's stun. So that, I think TL can win that play, but it ends up being Grief. It doesn't matter too much because they still kill the turret. And with Ziggs, they're up tempo. TL then CC combo to kill. Yes, that too. I do think that looks fine. Just ended up looking really Grief. I think that looks doable though. Oh my lord. I mean, Callista's mid. And we just saw a 4-5 group. This is not a winnable play. I think Blabber's almost flashing to save his own life here. Quite, like... But we also, like... What is this sapling? This is so weird. I don't want to, like, go in on Blabber flashing to engage, because I truly think he's flashing to get out. If he gets caught by that chain of corruption, I think he's dead. But the sapling was really bad, and you don't have to show your face there. Like, this is one where if I'm C9, I should go mid off this wave. They are basing. You play for mid-outer right fucking now. You can actually 5-man take mid and reset. It's before Baron. You aren't victim to Baron timer. Hey, what's up, Cryogen? I fucked this wave. You kill this wave, you sprint your ass mid, and this shit's doable. Because TL's on a reset. I think they can take mid. Or at least ding out mid. If not, you can match. They are down a man. Like, there are no TPs on TL, and the Ziggs is basing. Now, if Blabber is, like, trying to, like, stall recalls, then that's fine. But still, I think that we can go mid and, like, actually pressure. And, like, Fudge doesn't have TP. I think he should be mid right now with the Callisto. Going to help. Like, again, this is showing that, like, for me, I don't think this is as much of a Fudge problem as, like, Fudge just has zero faith in this team. Oh, God. What are we doing? Yeah, we're going to kill Manaless Ziggs. This got a little bit schloppy. Give me a replay of this, man. It's just... I guess we don't get one. God, this is weird. And you on cleanse, he lives. JoJo's like, ugh. If Fudge is mid, by the way, this tower dies. Hey, thanks. Appreciate the belated birthday. I know Fudge gets kill. You can get turret and play for objective. We get kill hungry. Sorry. Sometimes I check other monitor and I don't pause. I have FlyQuest. Probably 3-1. I know it's the boring prediction, but that's kind of what I'm going with. The Eclipse second to me from Fudge seems kind of weird on Renekton. I think Sterax is really OP. And if you're frontlining against this Varus, I know that's like health stack against the lethality. You could go for an armor item, but I don't really get the Eclipse. I don't like it that much. I think Renekton has better pieces. What are the conditions here? I think TL have much better conditions. Nice Q from him too. Wow. Really nice Verisar. And, I mean, we just walk backwards this TL when we're chilling. Really nice root from Core. It's a really big chunk in the both carries. And yeah, I mean, TL just walks back and they're chilling. Well played. But, like, sheesh. Ooh. I just don't know. We're a minute 40 away. I mean, I like what TL is doing. They're holding their line. They're sacking bot, they're even trading at top, and then they're holding the line of vision they have and forcing C9 to walk into them, and then they just walk backwards. And yeah, C9 are kind of lost in the sauce here. Yeah. And Fudge is staying for turret, but yeah, Fudge does get here late. And he's after the fight. Yeah, Fudge's TP has been kind of weird this game. I can see, though, from his perspective, where he wants that turret, and I feel like some of the other decisions he made, he was sacking too much. So, like, I think that's kind of what leads him to be like, okay, like, I want to take this, you know? But he ends up being late. Oh, man. Like, I think there were other TPs that Fudge couldn't have taken or, like, played more for himself, and that could have been a better scenario. Oh, someone appreciates Core Zyra. We love that. Real ones know about Core Zyra. Nice control ward here from Yon and TL. Like, they're really watching their flank. There's a way where, like, enemy can move in behind you there. And they trap. So they force Fudge out and then just walk backwards. Very nice. Next, Numi. I like how TL is playing this. I really think that all they have to do is just walk backwards. And I think they're doing what they need to do to win. See, I got TL to miss a wave here. It's not all bad. But now TL gets that wave to push out for them, and we'll be on their side for Dragon. And Fudge had to fix another, so And they're stacking wave for a stack coming in. That will stack up, though, nice for C9. So the fact that C9 got that wave in deep is good. We'll have to see if UMT deserve player of the series or not. Who do they go to? Impact? I don't know. I think Impact kind of nuked game 3. And he's playing well in this game. All right, I think that this might be the best angle I've seen C9 take for a fight, by the way. I really like what C9 did with this fight. Like, this is a scary fight for TL. Because what TL's trying to do is they're trying to get the wave and then, retreat to the fog. Because we've seen the fight already that if they're in the embankment brush and C9's trying to approach, what happens? So C9 actually tries to break it, which to me is, again, like, this is a really good play from C9. I think this is one of their better solutions that I've seen C9 attempts from this playoff. So they go APA. Oh, he solo ults empty. I mean, the chance you can play this fight more explosive. We'll watch this a couple times. I really like this. Oh, it pulls empty into him. Ha! Oops. Haha. Yeah. Welcome to late game, Jax. Alt APA and blow up Ziggs. Ziggs was kind of blown up. And APA is flash, so if he flashes that, I think it's tough. I think if anything, you can ult after it gets knocked up by Kalista ult. So like right here. This would be the place to ult. A little bit more... That's a little bit more optimal. But he still got blown up. I can see that. Again, I want to watch this fight from a couple other perspectives. I really like this angle that Fudge and C9 took. I thought this was a really good take from them. Like, Fudge has a baller fight.
Timing could be great, but like you said, Cubby.
I mean... The issue is Berserker. His fight's just terrible. Berserker walks into Cassante W. Like... It's a winning fight if Berserker doesn't walk into Cassante W, I think. I know Jax goes really hard this game. But this is a little bit too hard. I also think that Jax did a nice job of removing all the priority targets that are actual threats to Jax early. I don't want to... Core's ult is what it is. He was being pressured. It is bad, but he's trying to just peel for Yawn. This is a really good fight take from C9. Just Berserker, I think, needs to flash Cassante W, or he needs to space it. The fact that he just gets hit by it and then gets one-tapped by Impact was kind of game-losing, and I think that Impact holding W where he did was fine, but the fact that Berserker just walks into it's pretty bad. Alright, good game one. The pentakill for Jax. Alright, game two. I'm falling to pieces, yeah. Alright, I'm a bit surprised here that C9 didn't take Senna Not. They really put a high priority on Lee Sin. And I think that this made for kind of a tough I think it gave a couple challenges. I really like Senna. I think Senna is super busted. It enables you to play for topside really hard. And if your plan later on is to take something like Renekton, I think Senna with Renekton makes a lot of sense to me. You can play hard for topside, and if you get Renekton ahead of the curve right now, I think Renekton's really oppressive. But they want to deny Lee Sin. Blabber's been playing some Lee as well. So it's Senna Lee. And that means that Nautilus gets taken, and then they get the Tahm Kench side. So, personally, I prefer not, especially if we're going to play into this. But maybe they're scared of the Varus Braum. I will say, I think Varus Braum into Senna is decently scary. So, regardless, it's the choice that C9 made. Not VoD comes out immediately, so they take this matchup. And you get Volley into Lee. Some point and clicks, really nice. And then it is Trist Rumble. We take away Yone Akali to set up for Trist. And then it's blind Renekton and then away. Rumble's decently valuable. You have good setup in Wombo already. This ends up being a little bit more of the side laner as the game goes on. And Trist actually has a good matchup inside against Renekton. I don't know what it's like as well in the new season, but I'm assuming that once you get the 3 items, you're just chilling. And you can still side in the way. So TL actually has ways to win on sides. Okay. I think taking a very immobile carry into all this is a little bit tricky, and this is where having something like a Zir against this would really help. I think JoJo, if anything, signing up for this matchup, you cannot move into this. That's hard. That's hard. I don't know what options he has, though. So. All right. By the way, you want vacation? APA, I need to educate you about one of the great phrases in NBA. All right, we got to step up our trash talk. And we got to learn about 1, 2, 3 Cancun. All right? Now, in esports, we could have 1, 2 Cancun. And that actually kind of rhymes a little bit better. It's a little bit nicer off the tongue, I will say. But that's the phrasing we need from our NBA Twitter. We need to have some cross-pollination here. Gotta be 1, 2 Korea, though, since they're boot camping. I don't think... I mean, is C9 boot camping in Korea? Volves outside, no allergic to status gamers. That in his losers interview? I don't know. I didn't catch the interviews. I watched these at a bar. So you tell me. So Blabber's gonna 3 camp, get longsword. And is going to walk over ward. They do have some prio though. Ah. Nice. That's probably all he gets, no? Oh, he's got core with him. This is such a good start for This is such a good start for I believe... Yeah. It's really good for Wow, Blabber's game is fucked. Blabber's game is so fucked from this. I mean, personally... If I was going to draw up how to play this map as C9, I would have started Blabber bot and worked to the Renekton. I think you can kind of attack Rumble, especially with Rumble Lee. Or Renekton Lee into Rumble. I think bot lane is movable. But This game is so fucked for Blabber now. The Varus got Prio, and they were able to do so much with it, actually. This is so good. Wow. I mean, I think that the way that TL set up the first two maps really put C9 in the bind. Like, there were a couple instances in the first clear for me where, like, I mean, what can Blabber do from this, you know? All Impact has to do is just take, like, 3 steps back, and their only thing that Blabber can get are his respawn Raptors and Krugs. Wow, that's hard. This was close for APA. He got quite low. Yeah, Umti's game is so much better from that first clear. You don't, like, have Prio top in this matchup? So, okay, so Blabber sneaks in. Hey, this is the only thing that Blabber can do. Now, Umti comes up, and his game goes back to being fucked. This is a tilter, too. Like, what? Wow. Wow. I don't think I've seen Blabber get... This was game saving from Fudge. That was, like, in a way, kind of game saving. Because at least now Impact, like, has to walk all the way back. Yeah. But it still is Grubhub for Umti first. He did almost int it, but it was game saving in the end. Blabber's the one that kind of inted it, unfortunately. Props to Did Impact have bone pointing on for... No. Okay, so Blabber waited out bone pointing. Okay, at least there's that. Fudge has flash, right? Hold on. Can I track Fudgy? I think they have to wait out the next round of spells. Honestly, if they played that a little bit more patiently, I think VoD still fucks them, but it's more doable. Wow. I mean, Umti is just fisting in jungle this game. This is so pog. He's got level 6, so he just runs bot and absolutely brute forces them off. And now JoJo is forced to respond. They're losing to waves and 2 wins. And Blabber is doing red buff during this. Oh, I can't see because of the replay. Hold on, let's see if I can make this add up. Blabber's got nothing up. Okay, so he did Wolves to drag, and then his entire topside spawns. And when his topside spawns, Umti just goes bot with 6 because he's ahead. Wow. Umti is fucking fisting this game. Good luck playing bot lane. Oh, yeah, this got really fucky. Guys, there's a cluster in the bot lane. I like how APA went on Berserker. He was already down sums as of now, so... Hey, Blabber's level 5. This is so fucking hard. I love that TL's taking this timer. This is so good from TL. This is pretty unwinnable for C9. And C9's solution to it, they do get Blabber 6 on the wave. And JoJo's able to wipe the wave. Yawn is taking the greediest base of all time. And that almost cost him. Okay, kind of lit though from Yawn. Let's be honest. Good flash Vulcan. Yeah, it's just too long. So Core sacks himself for the cause. And then AP. Ian! Ian! Oh no! Ian. We autoed the plant into facepalm and rocket jump. Can't really type after that, unfortunately, you know? It was a nice flash combo, Kappa. Ian! It's fine, guys. They won. Well, shit happens. Ooh, that's a little bit unlucky for Core. Nice, well played, JoJo. Really well played by JoJo. Sorry, I have to go back and see kind of how Blabber's game got saved. Yeah, Umti just lost a lot of his tempo off that. And now he's going to go top to... Okay. It still is a 6 grubber for TL. APA is not the strongest mechanical player that we have in the league. He'd probably agree. What happened here? Oh my god, JoJo hooks him in. That's really lit from JoJo. Good sidestep from APA. He's doing his best to kill the wave.
Like you said, Cubby.
He honestly plays this okay. But the first E from JoJo is so good. Like, he's doing his best here. Brock94, thanks for the follow. Alright, so C9 managed to turn this one around. At the moment. Umti can just delay bases, though, and they get free Drake off it, so it's not terrible. Oh, yeah, could I get a replay of that? Okay. Oh, JoJo's fed. How is this not... How do we not get a kill here? Like, as a team, as C9, we have to set this up better. This is good from them. Like, this Q hits from Berserker? I think Fudge has to wait until Berserker gets past the wave to do this. How is this not a kill? This should be a kill 10 out of 10 times. That Senna-Q did hit. I swear I saw the animation. Regardless, it should be... Berserker didn't have flash. So I think, like, if Fudge wants to send it, he can. He has to wait on the flash, though. Nice kick from Blabber. Core's doing that to stop Blabber Q. It was just a little bit. He should have waited for the root to run out. I don't know if he had vision or not, though. So Impact saves it. I think after this, we get a little bit of sanity. Heavy up. Could have increased move speed to walk past the minions. I'm going to assume he used E to get in there, or else I will give him the benefit of the doubt that he would have popped E. What's up, Ian72J2? Well, this game got a little bit ballistic. Everyone on C9 is in a decent game state right now, though, minus Fudge. Besides that, I think they're kind of chilling. This was bad. This was bad. This was so bad. Fudge cannot look here. Fudge also doesn't have a base yet, so he's close to Rumble, but he didn't base to buy. Fudge taking this angle was just really troll. And Core is a really nice hook here to keep the play going. Thanks for the stream, Cubby. Happy birthday, guy. I appreciate it. It's a really nice fair assault from Yawn, but again, I think that Yawn taking this route is smart. I will give Yawn credit for this. I think Yawn pathing this way was very smart. And C9's lead just goes boom. Oh, that was on Fudge. So greedy. Oh. Feels like still stressing, but also like they can't even celebrate that because it's an Omega troll. This was also a little bit of a troll. Any predictions for C9 changes? Happy birthday, Cubby. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks. Yeah, I said that I think that Fudge is gone. They're going to switch either Blabber or JoJo's gone. JoJo has a very big contract. So I think that if they make any change, it would just be them. I don't think they're going to play together again. And besides that, I don't know. That's just my prediction. Just take Fly C top jungle. I think that Shaden and Surdy are LCS level players. That is all I'll say. I don't think Blabber's gone. He kind of is C9 at this point. Again, JoJo's contract is big. So for me, I think that's more appealing. If you didn't make MSI and you might need to save money, it's easier to change that. So C9 are going to drop this. Like, they have tempo after this play. But Fudge plays for himself here. The TP's good. Was it good, though? I don't think this TP's necessary. Nah, that's fine. I'm not gonna. No, that's fine. It's fine. I don't think it was necessary in the back half, but I'm not gonna fault Fudge for TPing in that scenario ever. They're just committed to this play on the top side now, so they're deploying kind of even. I think once Fudge gets that wave, then the dragon's gone. Hey, what's Berserker doing here? Oh, Berserker is forced up out. I think Berserker needs to go service the wave. And Fudge shows and like walks away, so they really just sack this. Wow. I will say that JoJo's the one manicuring waves right now. Which is why I think Fudge hitting this wave is when they sack Drake. Because after this, like, you can't have Fudge go manicure the rest of the waves, then send your Hui and, like, position the Hui to poke. So, the way that TL plays this with taking vision, they don't let the Hui get in and poke. Which ends up being really good. Isn't the rumor Vulcan and Berserker don't see the game the same way? I mean, I think definitively, I look at how mid-jungle play, and I think that they don't see the game the same way either. So, Moss second. Actually, chat question, because I actually... Mon Sterax, is it both the lifeline passive still? Because if so, then I'm actually very biased towards Sterax. I think Sterax is just uber busted. But Renekton's kind of forced to do this because he has played at Steel Caps, and I do think he has to go Steel Caps this game. No consideration. TL playing damn well. Hey, that's what we're talking about here. APA's dead, Canes. Good to see you. Congrats on the win. China will be a fun place for Ian to return to. Yeah, this is a dead croc. Fudge gets turret for this. There's no mid prio. Like, what I don't get with C9 is, so here, this scenario, they're about to see APA on side, and they see 3 mid. They're so scared to, like, hump right now. Because with Hui, you want to hump them. Like, on turret, and, like, try and poke as much as you can. Oh, thank you. But, like, they completely sack the vision they have, and then they have to go the long way. And that is kind of what enables TL to rotate on C9 and Fudge in the bot side. So I don't love how they played this. It's what the players call it, humping turrets. If you stay, like, you can, like, you hit them, like, under a turret. I don't know. I think, like, how they're playing with the Hui, yes, you want to get Hui a lot of farm, but I haven't seen a lot of scenarios where Hui is at an objective a minute before and you actually get to poke with the Senna. I think back to the FlyQuest game where Jensen played the Hui. And Jensen and FlyQuest, the way they played it, that Hui was at objectives early and they were taking vision and holding it. And even in the comp, like, you really need to take and hold vision. TL is getting there first and taking away those options from C9. They're always catching. Like, this is what I want. Yeah, if they want to make a play, it's what you have to do, and they just walk in. Oh, this is so bad. Their power's on bot side. And they were just spotted here. It's not like they just disappeared. And you have Hui plus D, and you have a pink ward. You can throw W's into the brush to see, and no one scouts it. And they were just spotted above. This is like, this is fucking win trade material. This is so bad. JoJo and Blabber have to fucking check this brush. They have to use their skill chest to check this brush. Like, the fact that this fight only went this way is pretty fortunate. And what I was thinking for TL is that, yes, they took the skirmish and it went out like kind of even, but they had ult economy. In the sense that their ults are lower cooldown compared to the C9 bot side, especially. Yawn overextending, though, for that's bad. Huh?
Sorry, I was making a funny comment. I was going to quip in something. What's up, chat? See this handsome fucking mug watching the disaster of C9. That's really
It was kind of a disaster for
It,
C9.
it was
It was a disaster split.
bad.
Yeah.
But Team Liquid, though.
Yeah.
Team Liquid were fucking pog, though.
Yeah, they made it.
God damn. Impact playing a hell of a series. They try to pick on my boy Yon, but it's okay because even APA was stepping forward and almost solo killing people. Like, goddamn.
Mm-hmm. Chat saying hey. Let's see.
I need to apologize.
What's that?
Matt Scoot, I'm so sorry. I debated the shit out of you. I said I was going to stream on Wednesday, and I had every intention to stream on Wednesday, and then some personal shit came up, and so I delayed that, and I was like, okay, I can do it Thursday. And I couldn't do it Thursday because I had to prepare for finals weekend, and then Friday was rehearsals, and here we are. I'm so sorry. But yeah.
Yeah. Matt got friend zone.
Damn, bro, he lied to you. No!
So something that happens for TL in this scenario is they actually group as a team, or like group base as a team. And I know that TL's talked about this, like they've published some of their behind the scenes stuff, but the importance of this is so good. Like both Umti and Impact delay their bases just in case for Yon, and Yon's overextending here. I think that TL, like yeah, Yon gets his flash picked. That's bad. So in the back half, like C9 gets something big, but I really like how TL just slam base here. C9 don't. It really hurts them for this upcoming dragon. So they actually deploy as a team. Whereas C9 just base one by one. Let's see. My heart can't handle it. Yeah, so they're able to catch the mid wave, and then they, like, again, fudge. Everyone on C9 just kind of base one by one. And this setup's really good for TL, because they got top in. They don't care about that wave anymore if they're playing for the Drake, and now they get to push out bot, kind of when the Drake spawns, going to have control down there. Now APA stays, he gets the turret. Oh, guess what? Fudge goes to respond, and so we insta-fight. This fight was kind of risky, because they are down numbers when they take this fight. But APA is able to actually find Fudge, and... No, never mind. Impact plays this really well, that's right. Okay. It's a big opener, but Berserker gets a really good E-down, so you can't get a good dredge line. And then Impact goes golden and flashes, and is able to barely sneak out. Oh, never mind, he went down. But APA gets 2 towers. Yes, then this happened. They do nuke the health bars, though, enough where it's actually not Dragon, so I think it's kind of worth Impact's death. You get 2 towers on Trist, and then they do this, and it's just so fucking criminal. It's just so criminal! I don't have any respect for TL. I thought that he based with the fucking 2 towers to spend the gold, but no, they did the Baron. Why do LCS pros hate Diana Jungle? It's a one-dimensional champion.
Unfortunately true, and I am a big Diana fan and stan. She goes in. She does not necessarily go out once she expends her full combo.
This ended up being really sick. I ate. I'm good.
Well, I'm gonna cook.
Oh, nice. All right. Enjoy. I might dig in, but yeah.
I hope chat heard me on that.
They did not hear you.
God damn it. Chat, I told Matt he could dig into these nuts. Got his ass.
No. Was indeed true. Well. He's cooking. He offered me some cooking. He offered that I could dig in, which is nice of him. All right. As this ult from Yawn is really good and no one can threaten. And I think C9's like a bit... They one-shot impact, but Blabber kind of sells it for that. APA got really big from taking those 2 towers too. He's up 2 levels on JoJo right now. So the fact that the Trist Varus core is untouched ends up being really, really good for TL. And they get Berserker Flash. It's really nice. I like this fight a lot from TL. Like the Fudge Blabber angle, like they found the angle on impact, right? So they trade 2 for 1, but the core for TL stays really strong here. And impact, you know, they shotgun the damage for the Rumble, so it doesn't mean that much when he dies. So they have the DPS from the double marksman now. It's online. APA in playoffs, yeah. I sent a tweet that he denied JoJo International twice. It's true. Hold on. See if we like this look from C9 or not. They have the timer to look right now. It's because the top wave isn't in. APA is leaning backwards in case he has to TP. Just freeing up his team to look. Not anymore. He's going to go hit this wave. So got to be careful down here. This game's hard, though, for C9 at this point because they've been outskilled. JoJo looked very appetizing here for APA. So, that's a good find from C9. I think that's a good play. This is the IE buff patch. We're still on 14.5 with a hotfix Molnar, I believe. So now. Oh my god. Alright, I had actually a good tweet about this. This is a great ult from Impact. It's such a great ult from Impact. TL are double buffed up for this fight. They're up 4k gold. They drop a fat ult on the immobile carries of C9 that don't have flash. This game's been fast, and they just punch the front line of the face. This game, I don't understand it a ton either, but I think that their play in the start of the game that Blabber had was tough. Now, I will say, personally, I did like my tweet I had about this one, because it was very true. It appears we haven't learned much. I was mobile, guys, sorry. So this was this fight. And this is the fight they lost to FlyQuest, where Inspired found the triple kick. And the fucking front line is split away from the rest of the group again, guys. Like that, we just... It's not good. It's not great. So, that was pretty tough. Anyway. Back to this one. Oh, shit. Damn it. We tried to full screen. That's why we use the hotkeys. Right, it's here. Big W tweet. Sorry I was on mobile. Mama, just a little. I mean, this game's pretty much wrapped. Yeah, I can't tell you the win con of this draft. Because I think you just lose both sides in the Tristana, you know? Later on. And I think that the way that Umti played with like how Blabber pathed early, it made it really hard to find any lead mid or jungle. Yeah. It's just... Oh, there's the W flash. Okay, that's alright. I think this was Fudge's last game. I think the changes that I expect from C9 is I think they'll try and unload JoJo's contract. And I think that Fudge has changed. And we'll see if they do anything else. C9 is Blabber, and I think that JoJo's the most valuable player in the LCS to play around, but I think that his contract is also very big on C9. They could, but if you go... I don't think many teams in the league would be able to afford JoJo's contract. Like, would FlyQuest, you know, maybe want to swap Jensen Blabber again and get JoJo inspired? That looks pretty good on paper, but I don't know if they want to do that. I mean, Jensen inspired looked pretty damn good this split, so, you know. By the way, like, there's nothing in the rumor mill right now, guys, and I don't hear a ton anyway. This is just like my gut feeling. I think if I'm C9, my gut feeling is they go for Licorice, and I'm kind of hoping they go for Licorice because I feel like Surdy would really fit NRG well if NRG decides to swap top, but I could easily see NRG just getting Fudge. And then if we want to get really out there, I feel like Contracts JoJo would be A, a reunion, and B, is a lit duo. I feel like they're both psychos, and they could just support each other in being psychos. Oh god, the Eminence meme. Well, I got that stage fast. Not much to say there. Alright, last game. Alright. This draft, TL's been running this a lot, where they take some Wombo with Ziggs. It's been mostly row jungle, but this time they decided to grab the Vi. I was really hoping and thinking that C9 would grab Vi here, because I feel like that's a way you can actually attack this backline. Do you know why APA runs away post-game? He wants to use the bathroom and get the most amount of time off stage. He's done with the game. He answered that on his stream the other day when I was tuning in. Lucian, Nami, Xin, Kramba, and Olaf. I was fine with this draft from C9. And everyone's going to kind of flame the Olaf pick. I think the Olaf pick's fine. I think it was just played bad. Like, Olaf into this is good. Ziggs is the only iffy one, because Ziggs has a movement spell, and if Olaf gets behind your Doom, but you have a Karma to buff you up, it's a really good Olaf draft. And if I'm C9, like, this draft actually makes some sense to me. I can try and win mid-jungle duo. I have a winning side lane, and I really like winning sides with Lucian Nami. Because, like, I think the power of Lucian Nami is you are able to push people off mid whenever you want. And with me, that becomes way more powerful when one of your side lanes is winning. So I actually thought that like this draft was decently well put together from C9. And you have double Enchantress for Berserker, which has been a pretty winning strat in the past. 0 chance of playing front to back. Unable to play any other kind of comps. I disagree with that. I think that they've lost playing front to back with comps they shouldn't have played front to back with all playoffs. And I don't think this is necessarily a front to back comp. I don't think you have to murder early game with a C9 draft. If anything, I favor the early game of TL. You're going to win the Varus lane. You're going to win the Ziggs lane. Like, Ziggs lane, I actually can kind of go even with Karma. You outscale heavily as Ziggs. But you're doing different things for your team. No, I think there's no reason to not go Moignan's Karma. I think the biggest issue with this game is that top lane just got absolutely nuked. And I really despise the way the Fudge builds Olaf. Horizon Focus Karma's fine. Like, what are we doing here? I mean, it's a great cheese angle from TL. I will give TL this. This cheese angle was fucking awesome. Impact burns flash, tries to get the kill. It's whatever. They don't get it. He would like that flashback, but it is what it is. This was a really good cheese angle. I really appreciate that from TL. Whoever came up with that in the TL camp, oof, that's top tier. All right, so we have mirrored clears. Yeah, we talked about the first two games. I think that the way that C9 set up the map in game 2 really hurt Blabber, and UMT really punished. So for me, when I'm like, I've seen a lot of Olaf in Challengers League, and I think that the way you have to play Olaf is you have to play Ghost Flash, and you play to like have strong bases, and you play strong. And I think part of the reason that Fudge takes TP is, again, like I was talking about, I don't think Fudge has faith in his team to like be able to operate without him. Like, too much random shit happens between everyone, you know? Not Rap since Hop Gank with no React Flash. I'm actually very with you on that. I think that this is the worst setup that Blabber could have, having a mirrored clear with a Karma. And I think Impact's base was really smart because it took away this window where he could get ganked. Given the way that Umti set up map. I'm actually very with you on that. Red, or whoever dropped that. Pseudofox? Yes, I'm 100% with you. I think that Blabber should have changed the game plan, and this should have been go top very early. No, you're correct. I'm very much with you on this. With Renekton being down flash, I think that punishing that window and getting Olaf going would have been very helpful. All right, that's a super nice flash for flash trade. You got Hex Flash, so you're chilling as core. And your bot laner can catch off the reset. It's pretty chill. Well done. Great timer. Guys, C9 has their systems, and now TL has their timers. This is the new meme. I mean, what happened top lane here? Okay, so we get Grubs off timer. But this matchup being the way it is right now with Impact sitting on Phage is so bad. I mean, Impact is monstering this lane with no intervention. I'm really with Pseudofox. I really think that Xin should have, like, with the Flashless Renekton, 3-camp top. Or done something to get involved with top. I think Mirror Clear is really poor. Steel caps. Yeah, I really don't like his Hydra Olaf build. It's very indexed into healing off the side waves. I very much prefer Stride Breaker. I appreciate C9 going for this. This is the right move. Oh my god, it's a disaster. Guys, all I'm saying, Ghost Flash Olaf, alright? Also, I'm gonna be honest, this isn't on Fudge. It's kinda on Jojo I think Jojo has to tank. I think Jojo had to step up more here and tank. Impact's down Flash. Jojo's not under threat if he tanks. I think that's actually where it goes wrong. I think Jojo should tank. I don't like Vamp. I think that the right way to build Olaf is Stride Breaker. Also, that axe missed. So, like, great, regardless, like he missed an axe. Cubby. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's just... This is abysmal. Yeah, mid's now bad. And Olaf's game is over. I don't think that Steel Caps made a huge difference because Fudge didn't do a ton of damage in this anyway. I think the big thing is, like, if you want to play to the Olaf lane, if you have Ghost Flash, that's how you do it. Yeah. I mean, he knew he was going to be under threat at some point this lane. Wow, I mean, things are so cooked now. This game's wrapped. Olaf, when he's behind, Olaf wins at 2 items. You're going to miss your window to get Berserker in the game. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I love this, by the way, from TL. They just hard trade sums. Did they spot Blabber here? When was the last time they spotted Blabber? Yeah, they pushed Blabber off. And there's no more mid-prio, so they just can't do shit. And they just hard trade and know they're going to have people on this side because Blabber's going to go his topside camps. Blabber's not going to hover. They use the fucking Olaf TP to hover. And they still kill Berserker. 100% worth. GG's. I think that this series of events and the fact that, like, we have Fudge with TP on Olaf, like, I really feel, I kind of feel for Fudge, honestly. I feel like Fudge, like, this shows Fudge, to me, just doesn't have faith in his team. The fact we're just playing TP Olaf. And we're going to have the Olaf have his lane be even fucked harder to try and save a dive where, like, Berserker goes down, he kind of is able to get some farm, but holy shit. No, it's so bad. Like, oh. That's what we're using the TP Olaf for, you know? It's like the save shit going wrong with the team elsewhere. That's, like, not what we're going to do with Olaf anyway. And with Olaf, like, you want to be a fucking vacuum on the Rift. If you vacuum a Rift as Olaf, and good Olaf draft, especially when you have a Karma Nami behind you, you can actually just hard, like, 1v9 games. So yeah, I think the direction from C9, like, what they want to do is just, I don't see it. Yeah, Renekton almost no flush. And yeah, now Renekton has Cleaver, and you're getting fucked on in this lane. Yep. I mean, I do think that TL plays with tempo and timers well. It's something they do well. I think FlyQuest has really good setup. And I'm really interested to see how the drafts go tomorrow. Because I'm wondering, like, if TL is going to be able to play, like, get these kind of comps where I feel like, you know, you got playing champs like VoD, Rel, Vi, Xin. It's pretty easy to set up situations where you can trade and take things from enemies and set up windows where you will have timers. And I'm really interested, like, how I've seen FlyQuest go, you know, they love their Renekton. they've been playing a lot of I mean, it's Jensen, right? So like mage mid, which it's probably gonna be mage v mage matchup, but I think that FlyQuest has done a really nice job at absorbing things from other teams and then taking advantage of them overextending and punishing them like A on that timer and then others. So I think it's gonna be kind of an interesting back and forth. I don't think you have to take away Varus and Callisto. If I'm FlyQuest, I probably take away Smolder. Or play to not have to worry about Smolder. Then again, Masu Kais is very good. So I think FlyQuest mid game could be good enough to blow up a Smolder team. I also think that as I've figured out Smolder more, I think top lane, like we've seen health bars matter a lot. Like, a lot of Smolder answers have emerged to be like, at least in Challengers, it's been like Karma's In or Kindred. And a lot of it's just manipulating your health bar to be bigger than Smolder and having a bigger front line in a way. I do think that's something that FlyQuest has like been quite good at that, again, especially if Blip was able to get Renekton in. Why is Yon hovered? A lot of it's because TL bases as a team. They have a lot of team bases. It's one of the big things that helps with their tempo. Like here, jungle support reset together. They shoved out both sides, and now jungle support are fresh on map together, and they can actually do shit. Like they just created a window where they can fully collapse on mid here. That is actually a really good example of it. Look at this. We're gonna catch both waves even. And C9's basing as a team here too, right? But what are their conditions for basing? Oh, they pushed out each wave and it's a minute before dragon. So what are we going to have here? Soul Laner's catch. And instead of basing, we're going to use this. We already reset and we're ahead as TL to actually push mid and see if we can find anything. It's good. It's a decent example from both teams. Like value team resets. Did we just Sundered Sky? I think we just Sundered Sky. Meanwhile, Fudge tanks Verisalt, and he's got a pop ult, and then Impact just walks away. Wow. Dude, give me Fly C versus TL, please. I mean, don't get me wrong, they would have lost in lane, but come on. Sundered Sky's strong item. We've seen junglers play with both. I will say the best in that we had in Challengers League was Chad Jungies, and he preferred the Titanic Hydra. And I very much do like Titanic Hydra Zen, so. We love ourselves some Chad. The Chad Jungies. Ooh. I kind of like Green Tree, but I'm a little bit biased towards that. I think you get Hydra. You get bonus healing, and then also the overgrowth, and can be really nice. Really like overgrowth with that. How'd this happen? Good TP. I mean, everyone's here. And Blyber can only go one way. That's forward. They get too far forward. Nice, really nice ult from MT. FlyQuest did against C9 in game 2, but C9 fumbled this one a lot harder. Yeah, I mean, again, my thing is like, C9 can't be here. They aren't respecting the TP. I think part of the reason they're here is that they did just spot Umti on mid. So maybe they think Umti's going to be doing Raptors, but Umti sprints down here, and they actually call it out. Because they had a ward behind C9 here. So, like, they spot JoJo, and they spot him there. So they know they're going hard for impact, and they don't respect APA TP. And, like, for me, Fudge should be on sides. I think Fudge is way far behind, and they need to do everything they can to funnel Fudge. Why is Fudge walking here? Hit the fucking mid turret. Like, Fudge is so scared. I feel like this guy just gets fucking reamed out by his team every time he's not grouped with them for, like, whatever little reason. We're playing old off. Hit the fucking turret. This play's over. You lost this play. Oh, my God. Yes, we can have a huge impact here. We are allergic to funneling ourselves. We have the Karma TPing to kill him. We are allergic to getting resources on Old Off, man. This is it's not a Fudge problem. This is a team problem. Fudge is better. There are so many people better than this. This is a team issue. This is a team issue. I feel bad for Fudge, legitimately. Okay, well, Umti just, Fred a Brian moment. Fuck. We can see them right here, Umti. Alright, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, TL overpushed on this one. They overpushed. Yeah, the core chunk's bad. Like, they just try and complete the play because they have Ziggs. They can take a fast turret, but it's really bad in a lot of ways. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this was disaster for TL. Okay. And they just did on map too long, Chase. There's really nothing else to say. At least they died bot, so they can't lose Baron right away. Yeah, but what if you cut JoJo and lose his contract? That could be appealing. Don't get me wrong. If I'm going to build around one player, it's still JoJo. But oh, nice W here from Core. Yeah, he gets right back in. That's really nice from Core. I think JoJo's really good. This team's just... This was just a broken team. So Core drops Flash. That's alright. And C9... Oh boy, not this. I mean, there's just no words. Retreat with the Karma. We have 2 Enchantresses, but we positioned too far up, and now they're split, and... Oh, it's so bad. By the way, props to Fudge for going to side lane and abandoning his team here. He should. He could have hit that wave, too. He clears waves insta. I swear we're just fucking allergic to farm. I feel bad for the guy, man. Like, what happens if he doesn't take TP as Olaf? Or what happens like if he tries to play for like his own lane once? You can 1v9 this game as Olaf. Licorice plus 2E. It's not a... the only thing I have for that is then Berserker becomes a very supportive AD. And then he's got to be okay in that role. He gets way less in that setup. By the way, JoJo was the shot caller on that EG team, and they took him way further than what they should have been before everyone's saying that JoJo needs an in-game leader or can't shot call. So... I mean, both side waves are even. And we just go on the sumless Lucian. Nice flash from Impact. I mean, Fudge just can't be in the fight. He doesn't have ult either. And yeah, Renekton feasts. And that's just the series. There's nothing else to say. I mean, this is a good angle from TL. I'll give them that. But the vision setup for C9 is abysmal. It's a losing piece angle. They don't have a single control word on the map right now. Assume we already went over the last team fight first game. Which fight was that exactly? Sorry, we're trying to... I already forgot. The TP flank from Fudge? Yeah, that was really cool. I think it was like it was a really good take from C9. Yeah, we went over that. TL removed the more priority members first. Or I guess each team lost their priority members first, and Jax just scales really hard. That's kind of how it went. Yeah, Jax jungle is not bad if you get going. Wow, I'm really surprised that Umti has Maw this game. That's wild. Thought it'd be Sterak's angle for sure. I guess he's just going to go on Karma every single fight. TL hard deploys 4 and cut him off. This is actually really good map play here from TL. I really like this deploy from them. This is really, really, really nice. I mean, it's simple. We're 4-1, but like, look at how quick they get into the jungle and then just sit their asses there. They know that Ziggs is 100% protected, and they keep both waves up. It's really nice. Now C9's cut off to mid, and they just go mid. That's really good map play. This is a really good sequence from TL. This is really good Baron play from TL. This is really, really nice. Respect. That's really good. Yeah, this is fucking proper, man. Pog, simple jungle movements, Pog. It's proper. We fast track mid and we cut him off for Dragon. I mean, we're like, this is good league, you know? We like when we see good league. Fudge zone's off too, and C9, like, thinks about trying a take. Honestly, it's not the worst look in the world for C9, but fortunately they're a little bit behind. And APA is able to contribute bomb. Nice bomb from APA. This is the coach nodding his head sequence? Yes. And then Impact gets to just shit on the Olaf later. And that's how we go out. Yeah. I didn't see this one going 3-0. Yay! Umteed APA go international. Impact